So Jacob, you've been in DDM for over a year now. What has been your biggest day so far?
My biggest day so far.
Guys, times are tough right now. You know, the G-Wagon was nice, but now we're officially we're in a Hyundai Elantra. So we're gonna give it a little test run and see how it is. It's not about the outside, it's about the inside. This does have CarPlay, so without the wire too? Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy that works for him.
No, I'm talking about your barber.
Oh, bro, it's not a barber, it's a salon.
Did we give you massages and shit?
They do, bro. I had to stop doing it because like after I would get the haircut, then he'll be like, oh, we gotta like, you know, wash the hair out. And we start going down there and he'll like wash the hair and I'm like, all right. And I go to lean up and he like puts my head back down. Oh shit.
Oh, no. No, you just broke the rental.
No, it's gotta be a rim on, bro.
Dang, are these speed bumps? Is this car really that bad?
Tanner said one time he fell asleep and the barber shaved his mustache without his permission.
Yeah, that was one of the worst days of my life because I was like, when I was also like, I was fully like convinced that like the mustache helped me make more money. So like when I like woke up to that happening, like a quarter of my mustache was already shaved off. I was just, internally I was livid, but on the outside I didn't say shit. I learned how to say like in Spanish, like no afertarse mi bigote.
What's up? How's the trip?
The flight here was so long. I flew here like 20 hours. So,
Jeez.
bro, it was 2 layovers. I flew from Czech Republic from Prague to Vienna. Then I had like 2 hours for the layover. Then there was like 9-hour flight from Vienna to Washington, and then another 2 hours of waiting in Washington, and then like 4 hours to Puerto Rico. So it was crazy.
Yeah, but you're here now. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, like I'm here.
How do you like it?
I like it very much. It's
You're used to the hot weather?
yeah. No, I'm not used to it. In Czech Republic now it's like 13 degrees Celsius. That's like 30 Fahrenheit, 40 Fahrenheit.
Oh, so it's cold.
Like that. Yeah, it's pretty cold right now. So I mean, it's only March. Like in Czech Republic, we have the weather like this. We have only like two months in a year.
Damn.
In Czech Republic, most of the time it's pretty cool. Bro, I went to the IHOP and
Oh yeah, tell me about your first IHOP experience.
Bro, Justin, that's my breakfast, bro.
How was it?
Dude, holy fuck, that's a lot of food.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, let me see. Oh, how was it?
Considering pancakes are their main meal, it was like the worst part of it. And actually there was a little language barrier. I figured out not that many people speak English well here. Like me neither, like I don't speak English well, but the woman that I was ordering the food, she wasn't speaking like a single word English.
Oh,
so.
shit.
And she was speaking Spanish, and I was like, I do not speak Spanish, I speak only English. And she was still talking Spanish. Then we and then we had to.
I don't speak this language.
Yeah, and then we had to get her colleague like from the kitchen or whatever, like to translate it. And it was crazy, but I mean, I got the food, so happy ending.
Yeah.
They gave you a happy ending?
No, bro, like happy ending. I got the food, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I want to go to that IHOP.
Oh, tonight we're going out to eat at 7 p.m. Okay?
All right.
7 p.m. Pardon me. I'm going to the watermelon section. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Here we have a healthy breakfast of
Longevity.
grandkids. Let's take a look at the ingredients. You know, in ingredients, it's ranked in order by how much of that is in there. So like the higher percentage of that ingredient it takes up for is how it's ranked. So ingredient 1, whole grain oats. Any guesses on ingredient number 2?
Seed oils.
Sugar. Yeah, it's good. Now we're back at the Elantra. We'll check the trunk space here. Wow. Not bad. I would never trust somebody that doesn't put their cart back. They should be banned from coming back to the store, banned from shopping. I was gonna say something worse, but always put the cart back.
$17 for this watermelon. That's crazy.
$70?
17, no 70.
Oh,
17.
$17?
Yeah, just for this like, and it's not even like that huge. That's crazy.
You got ripped off. That's that Puerto Rico tax.
They have one of the highest sales tax on just items in general. It's like 11%. But if you're buying essential items, they consider essential items like, you know, if you're buying meat or you're buying fruits, things like that, you don't have to pay that tax. But if you are buying like cookies, they add that tax on there because
It's like value-added tax.
yeah, because it's a non-essential item, so they add a tax in the grocery store for that. But it's just more expensive in general for everything here because it's an island. So to get things here is more expensive. Import, transport, keeping things refrigerated. It's a lot more cost.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
I take you to the candy shop. I lick you like a lollipop.
That's the surprise for the mastermind.
That's the one.
The Butch got the best meat in town. Ribeyes, whatever you want.
Let's go.
What I normally do,
What do you want to do?
what I normally do is I just come over here and I get like pre-marinated
We're not
ribeyes and
doing
stuff
all
like
that,
that.
dog.
And then cook that in the air fryer. The chicken, these I'll cook in the air fryer. This in the air fryer. But if you don't want to do all that, then you just go to the counter and they have all the meats up there.
Okay, what kind of meat?
And next door they have a restaurant that's a
Like a meat place?
kind of. But you can buy a steak here and then take it there.
And cook it.
But they tax you.
What's your favorite cut of meat? Why are you
Answer the
smiling,
question,
bro?
dog.
Nah.
A ribeye, of course.
Are you sure?
A ribeye, of course.
What's your favorite cut of meat?
Beef. I eat ground beef.
You say your
I don't-
favorite cut is ground beef?
Yeah, that's not
Like-
even a cut.
That's not a cut, but that's what I eat, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like I don't eat like different types of cuts.
But if
I
you had
just
to
go
pick one here, what would it be?
I would just close my eyes and just like point.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know.
He's gonna pick the most expensive one. It's gonna be like $80.
Like if this one looks good.
Okay, that's simple little New York strip. All right, I'll show what I got. I got a 4 picanha.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, what did you get?
So, I got some beef tallow here. And two picanhas. We got one.
We got a filet mignon and some Mike's hot honey. What'd you get?
I got the room card for AC Hotel.
That I've never driven a small car like this here. 30 seconds in, we were busting the front lip or something. But now,
Roll the clip.
oh shit.
All right, any words of wisdom?
Bro, I just feel like I'm not as qualified to give words of wisdom when I'm driving this car.
I feel like a lot of women here like looks the same, you know. Yeah,
Which
just
ones are you
like-
talking about? Like the
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, like Latina?
Yeah.
You don't like Latinas?
I mean, they don't. They can be fat, right? They have to be like in shape. They have to be in shape. And from the today's experience, from the few hours I had today
What you doing
so
with
far,
her over there? What you doing with her over there?
I'm running away, bro. But Czechia is known for the hottest girls. Bro.
Ooh,
We have
the snow
best
bunnies.
girls. Czech Republic has the best girls in the world. I can say that with a confidence. Like,
So you're just talking about like pure white blondes?
I don't like blondes that much, but like
Oh.
brunettes.
You gotta take a trip down Miami.
And
then you can say if you like Latinas
and goes
or
to
not.
the gym and has a dump truck, bro. like.
Bro, there ain't no dump trucks coming out of the Czech Republic, bro. I just know they gotta
Bro,
weigh like 80
no,
pounds.
bro, you went to the wrong location, bro.
They got that big titty build, bro. Just big titties, no ass. That's the long back, the long back build.
That can go on YouTube, bro.
Well, you never know, bro. That's the point.
Now, like I saw a few girls that I was like, yeah, they're fine, but most of the girls I saw here so far, was
So you
like,
see-
I would pass.
Bro's just taking what he saw outside that fucking
Yeah.
pancake
Yeah, bro,
house.
I'm telling you,
those are
Bro,
tourists,
the girls
They're
at
not
the
local.
pancake house?
I've been to Europe. I can tell you some bad European girls. But nothing compares, brother. Like if you have big titties and a long back, I can't do it. Like what am I supposed to do with that? It's gonna sound like I'm clanking a rim. Can't be doing that, bro. But now in Miami, you get the full package, bro.
Clanking a rim is crazy. I never heard that one before.
Then you have a welcome email, congrats, you're on the list, put their first name, and then an emoji, which I just sort of randomly capture the attention. So you can put the money face one, I like that one. Because also what happens is you'll send it to those people, but not everybody's gonna open it.
Yeah.
So maybe you send another variation of the same thing later on, just to remind you, here's the VIP launch instructions, like just for them to have it. So I don't think you even need to exclude it. The more touch points, the better for these people. That's why I wouldn't want you to launch it next week, to be honest. I think you'll get a lot more out of this.
Yeah, it's true. When I see the perspective with the emailing list, I understand and like there's no reason to launch it like right now.
Yeah, so what you could do now is just finish up the Discord real quick, or we can help you if you need help, because we can do that really easily. This guy says he doesn't wear deodorant because it's unhealthy.
Yeah, bro.
You wear deodorant?
Yes.
Why?
Because it makes you smell better.
You wear deodorant?
Of course. No, I put like cologne on.
I'm kind to others.
Then I smell good.
Oh my.
You know?
I got 48-hour deodorant protection.
Smell check.
All right,
smells pits.
Go like that.
No, bro.
Tell him if it smells.
You're gonna die, bro.
Oh.
That's fucked up. It's actually not bad. You just smell like a guy.
Yeah, I took a shower at.
Part of the giveaway is you're gonna get some deodorant.
Don't worry, we'll get you some organic.
Bro, I don't have the
I
glasses.
got it in my head.
Yeah, you don't have the glasses. You're
I
gonna
don't
have
have
to
the
use your phone.
glasses. I forgot them. Yeah,
It's okay.
I forgot the shades too, bro.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, I have to.
We're gonna go eat at my favorite restaurant in Puerto Rico because Jacob's all the way here from Czech Republic, so we gotta take him to the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the wing of the ding.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
It's an artist. Hispanic artist. But he's Puerto Rican, so he's huge, like here.
Yeah, he's pretty.
And huge in Miami. and
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
He helped found this restaurant we're going to.
Have you guys seen that he's what he's doing in Puerto Rico now? Like with the
His residency?
No, with like his concerts.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, the concerts like where he's gonna like do all of them here. Yeah, that'll be big for tourism, bro. Bring a ton of people here. That's why you guys should just move here, because your girls are gonna want to come here to go to a Bad Bunny concert anyway. So you might as well move here, so we can make more money, and then also you can see Bad Bunny with your girls.
I could maybe convince my girl.
You have to apply right now, bro. It's way different. So when I did it, I applied. I got approved within a year. Now there's a 2-year wait. If you apply, there's a 2-year wait to know if you'll even get approved.
But how does that work, Tanner? Like for you, when you came here, did you have to buy or like did you have to rent pre-coming here?
Yo, pre-coming is crazy.
Sorry, bro. I'm clip farming. I saw the camera, dog.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta get people coming up to you for pictures with this fucking camera set.
Go have Jacob come up. Do you ever go out to eat like fancy places? Well, sometimes it's worth it to enjoy it's like an experience. Experience like different types of unique foods. Like I'm gonna get you something very unique here. Have you ever had raw ground beef? I know you love ground beef. Have you had it raw?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a first. I guess you're not getting the raw beef.
Oh wait,
It's not here anymore.
Yeah, we eat that a lot in Czech Republic. I misunderstood it.
Okay.
I know how to do it.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Muy bien, ¿no?
Bien, bienvenidos a Lala, mi nombre es Guillermo.
Well, now Jacob, you're gonna try. What sushi did you get? What kind?
That hamachi.
Oh, hamachi.
Hamachi, yes.
And the salsa verde. That one you're gonna. Hopefully you like. I think it's the best one they have.
Really?
It's very good. I think.
Alright.
Hopefully you'll like it. I don't know.
I like sushi, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
This is good.
So I'm currently at the spot where I'm
You have no friends.
yeah, I'm like too good for the old people, but like not that good to talk with connect with the people I would like, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're just keeping to yourself.
yeah, it's
You're
like
protecting yourself in a way.
yeah, it's like a lonely face right now, but
Hey, sometimes it happens naturally. You get into hustle mode, you start working on things, and then naturally you start to separate yourself from these people, and it sucks sometimes. Like I don't know, at least in my experience, like you have friends and stuff, but when you're really focused on something, you have a goal, you have a priority,
exactly.
then it's natural. You don't. It is what it is.
Like I'm not even like sad about it.
Yeah.
It's just like that's
It is
like,
what it is.
Yeah, because what's funny is that I have this like group of people that I haven't talked for like several months, and it was actually a few weeks ago. And it was Friday night, and I was doing my cardio, and I was like, okay, let me call this guy like out of nowhere, and he's like, yeah, we are here at the beer. So I went there, bro, waste of time. They are like talking about nothing. I spent there like 2 hours, and I was like, okay, that's it. Like I'm not going anywhere with them.
Oh, so you went with them out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I went to them. I was like, okay, is it gonna be good or? And it was trash.
Yeah.
Like it's a waste of time for me.
Yeah.
Because the people.
Especially you're sitting there, you sit there and you feel like, man, like what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, like what's the point? I mean, there is one guy that does like crypto stocks. So this guy is good, but the other people they're like they have no ambitions.
You don't want to be the one that has the most ambition or the highest there in the group. Like, you have to be around other people that have similar ambitions and stuff.
Yeah,
But it's hard to find. It is hard to find.
It's really hard to find, exactly. And I'm really hard on myself. Like I want to really implement things. As you told me with the emailistic everything. Like now we are sitting here and it goes through my head that I cannot wait after I get to my hotel room and just like work.
Get it done. But that's how it's supposed to be. Like, you have that in your mind. It's a blessing. So the best you can do is continue to act upon it. That's all it is.
After this vacation, I would like to like go out from the job because I'm from Monday to Friday, from like 8 to 6 p.m. Like it's like gone for nothing. For like
You have to jump, bro. You really have to jump.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, even if you're not like fully ready, like in a position to, it's still that's something you're kind of just holding on to right now because it's a lifeline. But
that's what I'm thinking.
If you jump, you're not risking your life. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, what's the actual worst that could happen?
It's true. Like the worst thing can happen. Like you go back, right?
Yeah. But by at least cutting yourself off of it, you're giving yourself more pressure.
That's the things like no one will tell me, from the circle.
Well, you got a new circle.
Thank you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Do you mind taking a quick picture of us?
One, two, three.
Aprovecho. Gracias.
What'd you say?
Bro,
I'm not catching the baby.
You don't think you could catch one?
No.
Because they're fast or because the mom would get you?
No, the mom was filming, bro.
That's so awesome. I love baby animals.
I almost kicked the shit out of one of them.
Aeropuerto. This whole thing is like a nature reserve.
The head of nature.
Yeah, the whole thing is a nature reserve. So yeah, they have a bunch of property here. This land's protected. They have lots of things to see. Every once in a while you'll see a security guard drive on this road. Every once in a while you'll see a tour bus drive down this road.
It would be a sick biking trail.
You could bike here, you could run here, you could walk here, you could play Tarzan here.
Yeah, just hanging from the vines.
These meta glasses, they're cool for a couple of reasons. One, because they're sunglasses. Two, because they can help you translate. But three, they can take videos and pictures. So now I'm taking a video of the video being taken of me. They need some work, but for the money, good deal. Not a paid promo. All right, so we're making a little progress now. That's where we started, over there, where you see the little beach in the blue. That's where we started. And now we're gonna continue on. Got a little trail to follow. Yeah, simple as that. So we have to hike all the way around this mountain. Guys, look. We have this whole thing completely to ourselves. There's nobody here. That's why I love it, because it's basically private.
ACL for an MCO. Can we do this?
That breeze.
Well, we'll get it kind of creasy.
Look, everybody's always wanting to be where they're not. But sometimes you just gotta look at where you're at in the moment, try to enjoy it as best as you can. I oftentimes get like very overwhelmed in my head of like, feel like I'm not doing enough, or that like there's so much going on that I have to do, but then I feel like this wave of like, wow, I take a second, just breathe. I actually have so much opportunity. There's so much to actually get done and do. So we just got to this place, so I'm going to sit down here for a second and enjoy it. Got any words for the people, the beginners out there?
The best $997 spent in my life.
DDM.
Yeah, man.
What the hell got all over the car? What is that?
Oh shit.
Is that from you sitting there?
Yeah, for sure.
We're here at the animal shelter and we're gonna walk some dogs. And I haven't seen my dog Zeus in a long time. There he is. He doesn't like men. Like, he gets triggered by dogs walking by or people walking by in the street, especially men. Hola, hola. Zumbo? Oh, you got a new page, buddy. Papo. Yeah, be careful. You miss me, boy? I miss you, Papo. I miss you. I know those random people are scary, right? I know.
Hey, buddy.
He likes females, that's why he's not letting you touch him. He gets triggered by men. What a beautiful place, and what a beautiful day with animals. I just noticed the most random but unique thing ever. This coconut's here on the ground, and inside of it, there's all these little crabs, these little like hermit crabs. I've never seen anything like this. All different shells, sizes, like the coconut is just filled with them. Look at this one's little baby. They're just falling out, crawling around here. Huh. I wonder if there's like one giant one inside there. Bro, look at them just fall out. Just topple over. Oh my gosh, bro, they're everywhere. I feel like I'm stepping on them.
Bro, this dog is fucking tweaking. Like, oh. Yeah, she's wild. But of course, they gave the dog to a professional to handle it, right? So, like, there's no problem. I'm a professional dog walker.
Yeah, you handle that dog.
Yeah, bro.
That's coconut, but inside the hole is filled with these crabs.
Nah, I don't want these.
You don't want it?
It'll taste good.
I mean, it's like extra protein, right? But like,
Yeah, with the
I
shells.
don't even know like how the inside of the coconut tastes. Like yesterday they did me dirty. Like I couldn't eat the coconut, so.
Well, we'll try again today. We'll get you another one.
Bro.
Pincho de pollo y amarillos.
¿Cómo estás?
Say something in Spanish.
Vamos, ¿cómo estás, amigo?
Say something in Spanish.
Quien mueve primero es gay.
Chupapi muñeño.
No, you're done.
There you go. You admitted it on camera too. That's getting posted.
You know what he said?
Nah.
In Spanish, he said whoever moves first is gay. And you just said you popping your menu.
That means whoever moves first is gay?
Yeah, you moved.
Fuck. Taking care of the DDM family. Fine.
That's what's gonna happen whenever you have kids. You have a family of 4, this is what it's like. So right now, I have a special guest here. We're going to have a quick conversation because I have here with me Jacob, all the way from Czechia. He's flown here all the way to Puerto Rico. And the reason he's here, it's not by random. It's not like we just met here in Puerto Rico. He's here because he's been a student inside of DDM for, I believe, over a year at this point. And he's really made a lot of progress, done a lot of cool things, gotten some awesome results, and won a little challenge we did. So we flew him out here. We've spent the last few days together here in Puerto Rico and have been able to have a lot of fun. But I want to talk a little bit about about his experience, the things he's done, and kind of where he's at and what he's working on next. So that's what we're going to talk about for the next probably like 15, 20 minutes or so. And we'll have fun with that. So Jacob, first of all, I'll ask you, how's it been the last few days here in Puerto Rico? What do you think?
The last few days has been amazing. It's a lifetime experience, I would say. It really changed my perspective. Basically, it's like different environment for me. So it really changed my approach when it comes to money, traveling, and yeah, just like overall people.
But what did you expect this would be?
I kind of expected like to just sit in front of a computer, work, sleep, then another day like work, sleep, and then go home. But actually it's been way better than I expected. We traveled a lot. We ate some good food. We had fun. A lot of fun actually. We met some cool people. And I actually learned a bit of Spanish, which I did not expect at all. But yeah, the experience is so far the best as it can get, I would say.
That's awesome. Now, you're here because you've gotten results with something, and specifically with digital dropshipping, and you joined my program DDM. When was it exactly?
It was January last year, like 19th of January, something like that, at the end of January.
Kind of give me the roadmap of like just a little bit before, like what were you doing before then? And then what happened as soon as you started?
So actually, before then, I was looking for a job, and yeah, I was pretty much like applying for a lot of jobs. Actually, I was going from interview to interview, had not much luck, and then some guy named Tanner Plans, or like at that time it was actually digital dropshipping on the Instagram. So I saw a few posts. I was like, yeah, the course looks pretty nice. I have some money like saved up, so I will give it a shot. So I bought the course, and I can definitely say it's worth it, 100%.
It's been a journey. It's not just like, oh, yeah, I bought a course and now I'm getting all these amazing results. Like, what happened at first there?
Yes, so I bought the course at the end of January. I went through it, and at that time I was actually kind of lazy, so I actually like put that thing kind of on the side and still was looking for the job. So basically, after buying the course, I got kind of lazy. I saw a few chapters from it, learned something, but like my mind was still like, I need to get a job. I need to get a job to make money. I was applying for a bunch of jobs, going from interview to interview with no luck. And yeah, then I got a job in March. And to be honest, the experience is not what I expected. So I really like put my head down and grind. The thing is that a lot of people see these crazy results in the Shopify analytics, these 6 figures numbers and things like that, but they don't actually like to see the reality behind it, that I cannot even count how many stores like failed for me. Like I had like 5 products, I made like 10 stores, and it flopped completely. So I think it's just about the consistency, because as we know, consistency wins. So yeah, I just was grinding months after months after months. And yeah, it all accumulated together, and now I'm where I'm at.
And when you say like this wasn't like something wasn't as you expected, you're talking about like experience in the program, the job, or was it something specific?
The job. I thought the job. Like in these days, you are programmed to like get a job and just like stay there for lifetime. But yeah, like few weeks after actually getting the job, I realized that it's not for me. So
was that your first job?
Yeah.
I see.
So that actually gave me the motivation to basically do something else, so I can quit and replace my income in the job.
And you said, you tried multiple different stores, multiple different products, like all digital things. And what was kind of like the breaking point? You said everything kind of accumulated into a breakthrough. What happened?
Yes, because when I fail, it's not something like I just failed and it's nothing. You have to learn from it. So I learned from like every mistake I made, every store that flopped, I learned something. Then actually I won the giveaway from Tanner, and that changed the game. So I got a store from it, and yeah, I really like used all the experience I got from the previous flops and went all in, and it was worth it.
You're an integrator, bro.
Yeah, bro. 100%.
Yeah, because we've given like stores and products to other people, and a lot of people will take it. They don't run with it. They don't try to take it to the next level, but we gave you something at kind of like this base level that had already gotten some results, and then you found ways to be creative, take different approaches, and kind of scale that out into different avenues. So And that was just a simple digital product store.
Yeah.
Doesn't have your face. It doesn't use your likeness or anything like that. It's not a crazy product. So, with that specifically, like, has there been any little tricks or specific things you've done to change up that store and make it better that maybe other people haven't thought about doing with their own digital stores?
The main thing is that you have to do some research, right? You have to realize and tell yourself, like, okay, what is my target audience? What do they like? What do they don't like? How do they look? And exactly, like, what is your niche? And you have to style the shop around it. Also, you can search for competitors and take some inspiration there. And, like, to be honest, the store, like, in its final form that it's now, it wasn't like one change in the store. The store that I'm running right now had like 5 different versions during the time. So I tested a bunch of things, and now I would say it's like in a perfect state where it works. Like, I found a sweet spot.
So right now we're a little bit towards the end of March in 2025.
Yes.
So, like, how much in sales have you done this month so far with that store?
This month, it's a little bit over 20K.
In dollars?
Yeah.
Nice.
$20.
And now you're working on that, so you have that offer.
Yes.
And now you're about to launch a new offer as well, in a different style of digital drop shipping,
Yes.
but sharing experience on something that you've had some experience and some results in outside of this. Because I feel like you're how old are you now?
21.
You're 21. You've been hustling. You've been at the job for like about a year now as well. You're finding some different breakthroughs and different models. So, like, what really is next for you? Like, what do you want to do next? When you get back to Czechia after this trip?
That's a great question. Actually, I got a lot of motivation and inspiration, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. So after getting back to Czechia, I'm planning to just put my head down and just grind and make as much money and as much progress as possible. Yeah, I mean, the motivation, it's kind of like fresh, let's say, and I will be at the peak. So
yeah, you want to take advantage of it.
Of course.
You're around a completely different environment. Like we were talking about at dinner the other night when you were here, talking about our circles and groups and what it's like to be around people that don't have the same aspirations as you, which is very, very common when you're young, because you're being raised through the system with people your age, and a lot of people don't think the way that we think. And, I'm excited for you. I think you will take advantage of this energy and the motivation you're talking about, just like you've taken advantage of other opportunities that you've had. So I guess one thing that I would ask you, just because people may be curious and wondering about, when you joined DDM and you've been a part of everything we've done for, a little over a year now, what would you say it's actually like? Is it like just a course? Like you were mentioning, it's a course, or is there other parts, things you like, don't like? I'd just be curious on your perspective.
The program, I would call it more like a program than a course, because the course itself is just like one part of it, right? I mean, the main part is the course, which is giving you, I would say, good knowledge about how the market works, how to create your own store, how to do product research, how to do marketing, how to create ads, things like that. It gives you a really, really nice baseline if you actually apply those things from the course and listen. That's the important thing. Like, you have to listen and actually apply these things. Like, you can buy 10 different courses, but like, if you don't apply anything from them, you're still very wet. So that's the main part. That's the course itself that gives you the most knowledge, I would say. And then there's the inner circle where you can connect with other people. And I would say, which is the best thing on it, is that you get personal connection with the trainer itself and the team, which is amazing. So the trainer itself, like one-on-one, can help you with anything you struggle with. I would say that is the biggest benefit of the community.
Absolutely. And what's maybe one thing you don't like, or something you think could make it even better?
Like, the program at this stage where it's at, I think it's like really good. So like, from top of my head, I don't know if it's like something that could be like potential. Like, things can always get better, of course, but like, I mean, I'm getting crazy results with the course as it is now. So I think it's in its perfect stage.
Well, we're going to make it better.
Yeah.
We're already talking. You've been around here.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. There's going to be things to make it better, to continue to evolve it and to like grow the community, keep the people active in there, keep getting more results. But that is the biggest thing that I think we should talk about. Like, instead of just the actual features, who do you think that this is perfect for? Because from my perspective, I want this to be basically like this all-in-one program for people to be able to learn how to sell digital products in a few different variations. And what that takes, though, is application. So for you, from your perspective in joining, who do you think that DDM is perfect for?
I would say DDM is perfect for people who wants to take advantage of, let's call it a digital gold rush, where we have the opportunity to make a lot of money online and learn as much things as possible in this online sphere.
But what do you think about mindset-wise? What type of person should not join?
A person who should not join definitely is a person who doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to listen, and isn't an integrator. You have to integrate things. You have to learn, you have to listen, and you have to integrate those things. A lot of people have the misconception that they just buy the course and the results are there like instantly. But the course is just a tool, and you have to take the tool and apply it in order to get the results.
I agree with you. It's a big thing. Like, you have to have the mindset and be willing to take action and integrate it. Like, that's the hardest part for most people. So we try to do our best with engagement points, like the onboarding call and inner circle, things like that, to get people to take action, and also incentivizing that, like with this type of giveaway. Like, I think the challenge that you won was we're looking for people to make over $10,000 over a certain period, and that was something that you were able to do, and you ended up being one of the 3. So yeah, we try to incentivize results. Like, if you get a certain amount, and then we'll kind of create like a giveaway type of opportunity like this one. Like, that's how we got flown out here. You won 2 in 1 year. It's kind of crazy, but I think you were just killing it. You're really active in everything. It's like, we try to incentivize results as much as possible, incentivize people to take action by having challenges and things like that, which is why you're here to begin with. But now I'm just curious, like, even outside of DD, I'm curious on your perspective. What do you even think about digital products with the space right now, AI, and moving forward? Is there anything specific you have your eye on?
I don't have a specific thing I have an eye on. I'm just like looking at it from like a broader perspective. I am getting like, let's say, updated what is going on with the AI in the digital niche overall, the digital gold rush, let's say. So I think it's a big opportunity. Like, let's say 20 years back from now, you wouldn't have the chance to even do this. Like 20 years later, the internet was like no one was using the internet almost. So like, I think this is the time where actually you can make a lot of money by not having, like, let's say, I wouldn't say like a real business, because digital dropshipping is a real business, but having like the typical physical stores and things like that.
Yeah.
So
you don't have all the overhead. You don't have to worry about inventory.
Yes.
All of the typical overhead that comes with what we used to think is like owning a business. Like, my dream used to be, like, when I was younger, I wanted to have like a huge warehouse and have a bunch of people working there and offices. And, some parts of that I still think are cool. And there are different businesses that utilize that. But like, for the things we're doing with digital, we can avoid all that overhead. We have an opportunity now that most people didn't have in the past and aren't utilizing right now. So it's big. But do you think this is something that is going to be scalable for you, that you want to continue to do? Or do you have your eyes on something else?
I think it is scalable, definitely. Like, I didn't scale to like crazy numbers so far. I will. But like, the thing is that I still think that we are still like early. A lot of people think that, digital dropshipping is oversaturated. No, it's not. You have to find your own path. And it's like not only about the product, not only about the store, but the marketing angle. And it's mainly about you. You have to realize that you are the marketing angle. You decide what problem do you resolve and how do you resolve it for your customer. And you can, of course, use AI for it. AI is getting more powerful like day after day, we know it. So yeah, you can create some crazy stuff with AI in these days. So to this date. And I will be actually curious, like, what the AI will be capable of like a year from now or like 5 years from now. It would be crazy.
We probably can't even imagine it, to be honest. It will be crazy. Now, talking about products, we know that the most profitable products, the ones that are making the most money, are ones that solve specific problems for people. We know of the pain point categories: health, wealth, happiness, relationships, like from a very broad perspective. But I want to know just from you now, you've been doing this for about a year. What are maybe a few different product ideas that you think are great for beginners to start with?
Great product ideas. I would say it depends on your resources. Like, for example, if you are in shape, if you know how to get people in shape, if you know how the working out works, then you can sell. Like a lot of people start with ebooks, right? Or like ebook is like a general term, but let's say you have the ability to train people, so you can start with workout plans, workout plans, meal plans, some workout ebooks, things like that. So when creating a product, when sourcing a product, you really have to think about like, what do I have to offer to people so I can exchange the money for the result they want? That's the idea behind finding the products.
Yeah. And why would someone buy this ebook or this meal plan when they could just go search on YouTube and find meal plans or things like that?
It's all about convenience. Yes, the people can go on YouTube and watch 3 hours of a guy talking how to set up a perfect workout plan, another 2 hours of learning what foods are great, what foods are not great, how the nutrition works, things like that. Or you can spend just a few bucks extra and buy a product that solves you all these problems together without you researching it for hours on the internet. It's all about convenience, right?
That convenience, making like an absolutely irresistible type of offer where they can see it and know that this definitely is a problem that I have. This looks like something that can solve that problem. And me solving that problem is worth a lot more than whatever the actual cost associated with this is. I think that's the key to winning products. Like that's the formula for digital products. Is people need to have that mindset when they see it. So, maybe from your perspective it's different, but I think the hardest part with digital products is not necessarily coming up like with that product idea or finding the product as much as it is like creating that perceived value in the marketing, since it's not as simple as like, hey, here's sunglasses, here's how they look, here's how they would look on you. It's a little bit different. So I know you do pretty much all paid ads with the current offer that we've talked about. I know you're launching a new one, you're leveraging organic, but with the one with paid ads, I was curious if there's maybe a couple of things we could share or a little piece of value of how you've been able to create perceived value, maybe on your store or with your ads for a digital product.
To create some value, good thing to do is to research competitors for sure, see what's working, what's not working. For example, if you want to do paid ads, you can search Facebook ad library. Yeah, that's a good tool. You can search for a Facebook ad library. And if you see a brand that is in your niche, maybe selling the same product as you, and is running some ads for several months, well, why would they run ads that would be unprofitable, right? That doesn't make sense. So there has to be something there. So it's all about researching other brands, their ads, their angles, and really like thinking like, how does this exact business that I'm researching works? So for example, if I want to sell the ebook for the workouts, I found some brand and I see they're doing Facebook ads and nothing else. Well, I can take the same product and leverage it on TikTok ads, for example, other platforms, so you can do Google ads. Some people do Google ads. I don't personally use Google ads, but it is still a tool. So you have to utilize these things to get advantage from other people. Because it's digital, you don't have to like physically change it. You can pretty much create whatever you want. It gives you a lot of freedom.
Mm-hmm. So Jacob, you've been in DDM for over a year now. What has been your biggest day so far?
My biggest day so far was like $2.9K in a single day.
Wow. No cost of goods, because it's digital.
Yes.
How much did you spend on ads that day though?
I don't remember exactly, but it was like 2x ROAS, a return of investment for those who don't know. So like 0.4K, something like that.
Yeah, like half of that amount.
Yeah, half the amount.
Yeah, but that's the cool thing with running ads with the digital products. Like you just have to get like technically a little bit above a 1x,
yes,
and you're above break even.
Exactly.
So that's a solid day, bro. And what about your biggest month so far?
My biggest month so far, like when you look at like a gross profit, it was, I think, January. Now it's March. It was January, but like revenue-wise, I would say it's this month. It's this March. It's a little over 20K.
Bro, these are baby numbers. You're gonna crush past it soon.
100%.
Yeah. What would you say is something? Maybe one last question that I could ask you that you think would be like, if you were watching this, you're like, man, like, what's a way to not make it boring for like the last question?
A lot of people might ask, like, what is the estimated time to get me the results I want? The answer is, it's up to you. Like, if your expected results is making $1,000 a month, you can literally make that like next month. It's all up to you.
Before we do go, because literally got to take you to the airport soon. But one thing I am curious about, I don't want to be a bad influence, but are you going to quit your job?
I hope so. As soon.
You don't. Look, the answer doesn't matter of what you say, but
100%, I'm quitting that rat race shit. Nah, bro, I can't say
yeah,
that.
fuck them. But look, I think there's definitely like a comfort level with it, right? Of having,
Of course.
like, that income and knowing it's something that you can fall back on. But making that jump, you're gonna put a little more pressure on yourself. Think of what's the worst case scenario and the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is probably not as bad as you think.
Like the worst case scenario, actually, is like getting back to the job, right? I will end up exactly where I started. So,
And what's the best case scenario?
best case scenario is I leave the job and I build a big online digital dropshipping business. So that's the best case scenario.
Sounds like it's worth the risk. But
100%.
yeah, I don't want to be the bad influence if that is bad or good. I just think you are smart. I think you're an integrator, so you're going to find a way to make it work, and just that little bit of extra pressure will help you make it. And, we're thinking of the best case scenario more than the worst, but we know of both sides. We're aware of both sides. There's a lot of upside on the other. And, I'm excited for you, bro. Maybe we'll do another one of these in the future.
Of course.
And we'll continue on. So any last words for the people that are like, man, maybe this sounds good, but man, how much will it really cost me to start? And how long do I have to wait to get results?
I would say just jump in. What are you waiting for? The earlier you start, the earlier you will start making money. That's it.
True. Well, simple enough.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to head to the airport, and it's good talking to you, Jacob.
Yeah, bro, thank you. Bro, my ass is so sweaty. Like, it's crazy. What's the time?
2:00.
Bro, I will have to take a quick shower. It's like I'm so... Bro.